So we're at the Write On contest at Burlington Library. I want to introduce 3 future or emerging writers. What's your name?
Isabella Candia Salazar.
Your name?
Gabriela Sanchez Restrepo. Emily Lemmer.
And what school are you all from?
Sacred Heart.
And what is your name?
I'm Jadzia Filipovich.
And Jadzia, why did you enter Write On?
There's cake here, so I'm going to go on this contest.
The cake led you to the contest. Do you
Yes.
like writing?
I like writing a lot.
So who's your teacher?
Miss Biggs.
And did she ask you guys to enter this contest?
Yes, she was a big influence, and she really, really wanted us to enter.
What's your name?
Nella Kotsakova.
Oh, that's a good name. Yeah. So what story did you write and where did you get the idea?
My story is called Bright Side, and it's about a girl who's in a car crash, and then she has to go into a wheelchair. And
I do remember it. I hope you didn't experience that, did you?
No.
So tell us your story, a little bit about your story.
Well, we were supposed to do an animal story, and I really wanted to keep the suspense going, and I think I chose a bee because it was just kind of like
I like that story.
It was just, like a little animal that I really wanted to incorporate and like view the perspective of.
Okay, and what's your story?
Well, I was also doing an animal story because we were all in the same class. So I felt like global warming was a big issue.
Oh, you're polar bear girl, are you?
Yes.
Ah, excellent story, yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of wrote about that.
Where did you get the idea for your story?
I'm just wondering, what would a chickadee think when they wanted to land in your hand? Did they want it or did they not want it?
So, but what was different about your story is not that you were writing about the chickadee, but that you became the chickadee. How were you able to do that so successfully?
Well, I've been going on hikes a lot. I've been watching the chickadees, watching them go on their hands. They hesitate a little bit.
They do. And they don't like corn. So when they eat the corn, you have that prompt from the writing contest, which is?
It tasted disgusting.
Well done, Jadzia. Are you going to enter again next year?
Probably.
How did you learn about the contest?
Well, I live in Burlington, and my sister did the teen writing contest. So
With Jennifer Muksang,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, so you'll go to that celebration too.
Yeah.
What did you like about today?
Everything.
Oh, excellent. Will you be joining us next year again?
Yes.
Thank you. Where did the idea for your story come?
Well, I also did the animal assignment, but I didn't choose that story. My story came from a dream I had a long, long time ago. It was kind of a weird dream, and then I tried to write it down, and then I started editing it, and over time it kind of changed a lot, but now it's, I guess, the way it is when I
You're
entered.
an excellent writer. You know how to rewrite. What's the name of your story, by the way?
It's called the Chavi, which is
oh, yes, that was my choice.
the
using
Romani
5
word
sentences.
for, it's like child, or for the Romani
I did not
people.
know that. Excellent. So are you 3 going to enter next year, do you think? Yes?
Probably.
Yes, yes. It was lovely having you. Congratulations.
Grace, you got congratulations for writing historical fiction. My favorite kind of writing. That's what I write. And Grace was asking me for tips on how to write historical fiction. And one of the things we were talking about was the passage of time, right?
Yeah.
Because there's no alarm clocks, there's no buzzers, there's no phones to go off. And when I wrote Warbird, one of the things that I used for the passage of time was the corn. Because corn grows very tall. And you know how you measure yourself against a doorway? You could measure yourself against corn. So they planted the corn in May, and then it grew. In July it was so high, August it was so high, and then it was high enough to run and play in. So you can use corn or anything that grows, or the leaves of a tree. It's autumn, the trees are golden, right? Can change that.
Yeah.
Now, what kind, you were at the Revolution, you were in the American Revolution, right?
Yeah.
Did you do any research?
A little bit, just about like when things started and like where and
Right, so you
Yeah.
found your time frame
yeah.
during time, right? And what about things that people ate then? Did you look into their food?
Not really.
That's a really good thing to use in historical fiction, is what kind of food they're eating.
Hi, we're here with Emily, and Emily wants to say something on behalf of your friend.
Olena. So, if you can't hear me, which you probably can't, I just wanted to say, even though you weren't here, congratulations, because you won.
Woohoo! What a great friend. So, Ella, what made you enter Write On last year and this year?
Well, it's kind of complicated. So I've been writing for a long time, though a lot of the times I didn't even realize that I was writing books. I thought I was just writing random paragraphs, and then it was actually a book. So once I went into grade 5, my teacher started teaching us a little bit more about how to like make a book that actually sounded cool, and he said that my work was really good. And my mom told me that.
Wait a minute, what's your teacher's name? We're going to give him a shout out.
Mr. Wong.
Great.
Was my teacher last.
Yes,
Yeah.
last year. Yeah.
Yes. So he kind of inspired me to start writing for like more seriously, I guess. So my mom told me that the Write On competition was a thing. So I entered last year, didn't win, but hey, it was a good experience.
Right. So, are you going to enter next year?
Well, I'm in grade 7 now, so I'm probably
The next level. You'll go to the
Yeah,
next level.
the teen one, probably.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for entering. And we'll look forward to reading you when your books get published. Thank you.